Hello there. Organization context. This has reference in the Information Security Management System at several instances besides a dedicated clause by itself. It is so important that to meet the expectations of international standard ISO 27001, it must be dovetailed with the requirements of information security scope. It must be dovetailed with the requirements of risk assessment, risk treatment, and periodical or triggered reviews of risk register. Context must also be dovetailed with requirements of operational planning and control. It is so crucial that the standard expects that the context must also be reviewed by the top management during periodical reviews of the information security management system of the organization. An experienced auditor just have to take a look at the context of the organization document to fathom the depth or shallowness of the information security management system of the organization. The degree of exactness accorded to the context document is directly proportional to the degree of sharpness of the information security management system of the company. If the context is worked and implemented vaguely, be rest assured that ISMS of the organization would be just like a colloidal solution, that is, unclear, foggy, vague, or smoky. There is 100% guarantee that information security is bound to fail every now and then in a big way if you have not implemented the context of the organization correctly in the letter and spirit. Do expect major nonconformances during the audit, in case the expectation of the standard are not addressed while implementing the context of the organization. Mind you, this will also have cascade effect on ISMS scope, risk assessment and risk treatment, operations, and management review implementation, and therefore do expect nonconformances in these areas as well. That is why determining the context of the organization is very crucial. This is just a tip of the iceberg. Deficiency in meeting the requirements on context of the organization is self-destructive for information security management of the organizations. 100% compliance is the only key to survival. That is it. Context of the organization compliance fulfillment cannot be shortchanged. It cannot be done incompetently, fleetingly, or following cut-copy-paste approach. In the matters of information security, ignorance definitely is not a bliss. This is similar to a child playing with fire. These organizations invariably get major non-conformance and their certificate suspended. The organizations need to abide by the requirements of the international standard on context of the organization. These costly blunders are avoidable. Do not worry, the compliance of these requirements is just few clicks away. Context of the organization audit checklist questionnaires to determine the non-compliance in conformity with ISO 27001 contains downloadable Excel file with 4 sheets having more than 145 compliance checklist questions. These compliance questionnaires are mapped to the mandatory requirements of ISO 27001 clauses, controls, and domains. This will enable to pinpoint non-compliance, focused remediation, and security performance analysis from one audit to another audit over a period of time. The checklist has complete inventory of clauses, clause numbers, clause titles, controls, control numbers, control objectives, and domains of ISO 27001. Each audit results are unique. The dynamic nature of the outputs of the audit results are required to be analyzed. Therefore, in the Excel file that you would receive, one sheet is dedicated for audit result analytics with 7 parameters analyzed in graphs and tables. Securely save the original checklist file and use the copy of the file as your working document during preparation and conduct of the assessment of context of the organization. The security assessments probe multi-threaded investigation audit trails. The security checklist has numerous investigative questions. Invariably, the context of the organization-related activities are at various levels of information security maturity. Therefore, use checklist investigation questionnaires quantum apportion to the current status of threats emerging from risk exposure. The context of the organization checklist on requirements of ISO 27001 follows the cardinals of risk-based thinking, RBT, process approach, and PDCA, plan, do, check, and act, methodology. This enormous checklist on context of the organization audit has been prepared by the collective wisdom of panel of information security principal auditors and lead instructors under the aegis of ISO Training Institute. Lots of effort has gone into preparing it and making it available. These comprehensive, deep probing, robust checklists are unparalleled in the entire world. The security checklists have been prepared with a noble spirit of reducing the colossal damages due to security breaches to the organizations and professional careers, including yours. You have a choice to continue to remain vulnerable as the hunted by the security breaches, which are the hunters, or proactively identify and neutralize them with the help of these robust compliance checklists. It is a choice between corporate longevity and corporate obituary. It is choice of not becoming scapegoat and protecting your careers and growth that you truly deserve.